Being an anti-occupation activist in Israel of 2025 is not an easy task. You can't really do it without community and friends and a supportive family. I'm privileged and lucky enough to have a supporting family and also members of my extended family that I can get inspiration from for my work. One of them is my great-great-uncle, Oswald Laufer. Oswald was an anti-fascist activist who fought in the streets of Germany and was murdered the day Hitler came to power. Growing up with this story in my family's history was an important step in my ability to face hardship. The story of Oswald, I think, is also a story for Jews everywhere. Our responsibility and our legacy is to speak out and break our silence. My name is Avner Gvaryahu. For the past 15 years now, I've been part of the anti-occupation movement, where most of those years I've been a member of Breaking the Silence. Breaking the Silence is a group of former Israeli soldiers, men and women who have served themselves in the occupied Palestinian territories, folks that were tools of war. But from our experience, we understood how corruptive and how dangerous this oppression is, and decided to speak out, to break our silence about what we were asked to do, and use our voices, to use our testimonies to be a tool of change. One of the things that was clear to me and to the team is that we need to strengthen the circles of support around us. We need to unite in order to be able to fight back. And it's clear that one of the most important players in that was the New Israel Fund. The ability of the New Israel Fund to be in the front line of both the international and Israeli reshaping of the conversation allowed us not only to survive, but actually grow and strengthen ourselves and our abilities over the past 10, 15 years. So October 7th hit me and all of us very close to home. You know, many of the victims of the horrific Hamas attack on that day were peace activists, members of the human rights community. Some of our members were murdered on that day. The horrific crimes carried out by Hamas were ones that are still shaking us. As an organization that was really focused on the way the army conducts its operations, we feared what would come. Even in the first couple weeks, we started hearing testimonies from soldiers, and definitely at this point, 2 years in, understanding how much the army has basically lost all red lines in their attack on the Strip is horrifying. These are things that have to shake us to our core, that we have to remember and understand are affecting our soul as humans and as Israeli citizens and, yes, as Jews. But there's also another element, and that is to be part of a voice of soldiers, especially now, of soldiers that have taken part in this atrocious war, that are willing to speak out and say enough, that are willing to speak out and say, this is what we did, that are willing to speak out and say, we're speaking out in order to better our future. So I left Breaking the Silence about a year ago in a very challenging moment for the organization, but in excellent hands. But it was clear to me that anything I do moving forward has to think about the future. I've been working with OFIC, that does a lot of international and local advocacy around the conflict. And specifically, I've been working on ways for the human rights sector to continue to operate in the ever-shrinking democratic space that we have in Israel. Breaking the silence without people hearing our silence breaking means nothing. But breaking our silence to a community that can then take those experiences and help educate themselves is exactly what allows a critical movement that understands that silence is not an option.